Let's see what happens.
So
10 seconds.
with the 50-point stop, how many contracts do you use within
One
each entry?
MQ.
One
One
NQ?
MNQ.
Okay.
All right. New York Stock Exchange is now open. Where's my ding, 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 ding? There it is. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live trading session here at, well, on YouTube, it's Aaron D channel. 8:30. We're looking at some clouds and arrows. We're buyers. We could come down here and sweep liquidity down here. I have 4-hour flat tops and overnight low. So if you're interested in selling, then you may have a reason to get into a sell. Previous day high and low. We're in the midpoint of previous day high and low. We can come down here and sweep previous day low. That would be amazing. Notice how yesterday, we went all the way up to our weekly wick fill. That's amazing. All right, 10 seconds left, and you get a beautiful 1 minute candle. For all you breakout bandits, I would wait for a close of a 1 minute candle if you're gonna do a breakout. I like having the breakouts as a tool on our tool belt. We don't always have to take every one. I need to see a little bit more confluence. So open up these charts. Where's my band say? We're headed to the buy side of the band. So I might have to let this one rock. The breakout happened at 8:29, so that was a pre-market setup. So we'll see what happens. News was at 7:30. We have news at 9 o'clock, so we're gonna take it real slow. Hey, everybody, look at yourself in your mirror and say, today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a great day. Why? Because we're gonna risk proper. You're gonna risk proper. Quit going so heavy. You'll be all right. All right. I got Esther in the house. Say Tester. Sometimes we call her Tester. All right. Let me share my screen to our audience. Bam! All right, here we go. We got Soraya in the Zoom. I got Zeke in the Zoom. And Mr. Banks, all the way from, I don't know where he's at right now, actually. Somewhere in the world.
Prosper.
All right, dude's still in Texas. Oh, I thought he moved. All right, we're still watching the 5 minute range. Beautiful bullseye ranges here making their debut on the chart today. Below the 12-hour range. We'll have to make a video about those because those are dope. Those are super dope. All right, still waiting. Waiting for entry. I didn't like the pre-market breakout, bullseye breakout. But we could see this thing take out liquidity. If you want to go ahead and, I would say risk little to see if you can take out the lows, overnight lows, right? Looks like we may have a chance for that. Beautiful Pancake wants to print, so we have to give it a whole 55 seconds to print. And if it does, let it. We could see a continuation down to previous day low. Beautiful. If you're taking that 1 minute breakout, I would wait for a candle to close for sure. It seems as though, the 8:32 candle technically broke the low. But we'll see what happens. Taking it slow. Sometimes if you just watch, if you just hang tight and watch, price will sweep something and then reverse. So we'll see what happens. We're making our way down. Let's see. What is this? Still looking. I don't know what that is. Let me look. Okay, pivot. All right. So I have support one down here. So we could find support here. 23,500, 23,506 to be exact. There's a beautiful pancake. So if you want to take that sell, just risk proper. I'm late. Come on. I was on the wrong screen. So we kind of, I was about to say, we already kind of tapped into the TP1. Let's see if we get the flush. All right. Come on, man. What's going on? All right. Computer's being kind of funny. Maybe it's because I'm on live. I don't know. Still waiting. I'm opening my broker to try to open a trade, but I'm late. All right, I'm late. Super late. All right, here's a green candle. Maybe we can get I don't know, maybe we can get a color change. We'll see what happens. We are bullish. So if you do click sell, you are a counter trend trader. I'm saying bullish because of our 15-minute cloud. We'll see what happens. Looking for a color change. All right, looks like the sell is going to work out. I'm going to jump into this sell. Let's see what happens here. 50-point stop, 50-point take profit will be our typical setup here for a beautiful pancake. Now, it is Friday. Friday likes to rally. So this is a counter trend trade. I am 70%. Well, it already hit TP1. I was about to say, all right. I was about to say I could just take the profit at TP1. We'll see what happens. 70% willing, expectant, positive expectancy. 70% positive expectancy. Now, if you were to take TP1, that was already a winner. Well, let's see what happens. We're looking for base hits here. Overnight low will be a 23-point move. So if you are on if we're trading futures, right? One MNQ or two contracts on MNQ, 50 points is fabulous. You don't have to try to get $1,000 in one trade. All right. I mean, you can. It's likely. We are in profit. We're touching TP1 again. So congratulations if you are taking profit at TP1. I'm going to hang tight. I want to see what this thing wants to do. Maybe it wants to take out that overnight low. It definitely is giving us a reaction off of the news candle that happened at 7:30. And looking at our ranges, let me see if I did this ranges right. Let me open up this chart. All right, I got too many ranges on. So what I like about this is you can turn them off. So I want to turn off the 1 minute, turn off the 5 minute, and I'm only going to wait for that 15-minute range to print, and I'll look for a 5-minute candle to close beneath that. I'll turn off 7:30. I'm gonna make a video about this and how I approach it. TP2 got hit. Sweet. So we're just waiting. I'm gonna see if we can take out overnight low. Still holding the sell. Hold the sell, people. We're beneath the 12-hour range. I'm looking for a 5-minute candle to close. There's edging. There it is. All right. Overnight low. That's my protection line. I will protect right here. Moving stop loss into break even and let the mug run. Let the mug run. My computer wants to be slow. My computer wants to be slow. All right, I'm just gonna close it. All right, maybe it's my broker. All right, I'm out. I'm flat on the 4-hour flat bottoms. That was gonna be my next target. So that's my target. That's my TP. Full TP hit on the sell. Counter trade. We'll see what kind of reaction we get here moving forward. News is at 9, so we can see this thing take out, quite a bit of liquidity still sitting down there. I would even target a weekly wick fill. What y'all know about them weekly wick fills, man? What else? Oh, I was turning off ranges. 12-hour range. I like maybe just flashing the 12-hour range and seeing where it is. Getting a beautiful reaction, sign of rejection to the bottom. Let's see, 838, not too shabby for a day. I mean, one trade, first trade of the day, liquidity sweep, counter trend trade, risking little, beautiful. We can still see this thing fall down. We can still see this thing fall. If so, no FOMO, just relax. Now, if you did a suggested stop loss, that suggested stop loss was 30, which would still be really great. Or you could take the 730 high, which is 42-point stop loss. We were just talking about this before we jumped on here live. I typically take the 50-point stop, 50-point take profit. It's just, I know where my emotions want to jump in, and it's whenever I go less than 50 points. If my stop loss is less than 50 points, my emotions want to jump in. All right, so there's another liquidity sweep of that overnight low, going after stop losses from, I'm going to say, 4 a.m., all the buyers. So we are buyers. We just wanting to see how low this thing want to go. and I'll consider or entertain a buy potentially. I mean, with a lot of volume in the market like this on the sell side, anything can happen. So we'll just take it one. I was about to say one candle at a time. We'll take it 1 hour at a time. How about that? Not playing. I'm gonna go jump to a 5-minute time frame. Let's see. Let's open up these charts. Beautiful sell-off, by the way. Now we are definitely on the buy side of our bullseye bands. Let's get started. What y'all know about them bullseye bands? The bullseye bands are based off of VWAP, and we may get a reaction here. It's Friday. I'm gonna go for the buy. This is just based off of bands, okay? The bands. And this is probably a beautiful sweeper about to print. Oh yeah, beautiful sweeper. We got 25 seconds left. 20 seconds left. We'll see what happens. This is gonna be a tight stop loss. Tight. When I say tight, maybe even the entry candle. If I do 50-point stop, 50-point take profit, I mean, it may work out, may not. Yeah, let's just do it. We're going to stay consistent with that stop loss. We'll see what happens on the buy side of the bands and a beautiful sweeper. Now, I'm ready to take an L on this one. Positive expectancy is probably like 10. All right, so see there, if I would have had it on the entry candle, it would have knocked me out. So 50 points is working out so far. Like I said, this is based off of buy side of the bands. What else? I'm probably not seeing something. All right. Zeke, you on here. Saraya. Are y'all buyers or y'all sellers? Y'all can jump in if you want to.
Right now, I'm in a sell.
Atta boy, hold that pancake. I hear you. Or a breaker. Whichever one, they're still working out, right?
No, yeah, I'm holding the pancake.
Beautiful. So the idea is, as long as what stop loss is still valid, the trade is still valid. If price has not hit the stop loss, then this trade is still valid. Now, as I'm going with the trend on this trade, I'm going to want to react pretty quickly on this buy situation. So that's one candle in profit. Let's see if we can get maybe one more. I'll probably protect this trade or just close this trade once, or if it gets to, let's see, what is that? 23,575 on TradingView, 23,575, maybe not. I'll put an alert there. So all it was a sweeper and buy side of the bands. That's how I want you to use that sweeper tool, man. The bullseye sweeper tool. It's actually pretty dope. Catching these little turnarounds in the market. Now we have a chance to maybe retest our 1 minute cloud. 1 minute cloud. All right. 13 seconds left. We're going to see if this thing give us a little spike up. Let's see what happens. Still waiting. Still holding the buy. I mean, the buy was literally like 841. 841 buy. Now we could get a retest, maybe a lower low. Looking to see if they want to take out the low one more time. For all the early buyers who have a really tight stop loss, this is why I'm saying, man, keep that mug. Low risk. That's what makes it a great day. Just low risk. All right. Could get that follow through. Could get the continuation down. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go to a higher time frame. Let me see. Yeah, so 1 hour flat bottoms. I'm going to go to a 5 minute time frame. We get a 5 minute candle that closed beneath these 1 hour flat bottoms. Potentially go further. Potentially. Let's see what happens. All right, breaking the low. Back to the buy side of the bands. Now, there's a weekly VWAP here I'm interested in too. 23,513. So if you're still holding the sell, congratulations. Working out. TP6 got amazing. Fridays like to rally, so this could be just a setup for later in the session for us or for the market to go higher. We don't know. Don't even want to act like I know. Anybody who tells you they know what's about to happen, they lying. They lie like a rug. Don't get caught in no chop either. So sometimes when you see this kind of push down, typically it's going to go sideways for a second We got about 20 seconds left till 8:45. Remember, there's news at 9 o'clock. High news. So we may see the market react to that high news. What kind of high news is it? Let me look. Michigan consumer sentiment. Yeah, we've seen that move the market for sure. Looking at the hot zone, right? Looking at this hot zone, we got to close. I would say a 5-minute candle would be great, but there's a beautiful drop, continuation down. Let's see how far this thing want to go. Now, if it goes 50 points down, then that's just unfortunate for the buyers. like myself. Let's see. Getting close. Getting close. Let me go and mark it up here so we can see where it's at. Bam. So it's right there. Beautiful. So we do have S1 sitting right here. 23,506. 23,506 is S1, support 1 on a pivot. Which is close to weekly Wickfield. Oh man, this is a beautiful sell-off. Congratulations to everybody who's holding the sell. Hold the sell, man. This may be the one. All right, looks like I'm gonna be stopped out. Maybe it's a little early. All right. S1 gets hit. All right. I'm going to add to this buy. This is going to be so fun. Somebody's going to hold the sell, and I'm going to add a buy. I like the rejection here at the weekly Wickfield. Potentially, right? We don't know. Buy side of these bands. We are bullish. I need to see a little bit more confluence to make positive expectancy go up. Right now, it's probably sitting at about a 10%. 10% positive expectancy. If I look at 5-minute time frame, let's see. Got about 3 minutes left. And we can see this thing close a 5-minute candle beneath 15-minute opening range. So we'll see what kind of reaction we get here. This is S1, so room to go down, right? Room to go down. We'll see how far this thing want to go. Super bearish so far in this market. Super bearish.
I was not expecting this today.
Me neither. I was a buyer. Took the pancake, got out pretty early. Tried once on the buy side. Tried twice. Not looking good. So we may be at break even for the day. This is gonna be great. We'll wait and see what happens. If you're holding the sale, congratulations. Shh. Hold it. Hold the sale, man. There's a beautiful, what is that, Wednesday low? 23,367 on TradingView. 23,367 on TradingView. This is why I don't like trying to time when the market's going to turn around. You never know. You never know when it's going to turn around. We're on the buy side of the bands, and well, let's see what happens. Beneath S1, there is a 4-hour pivot point that I would be interested in as well. 23,400, 23,417. Hold it. Hold it if you're in a sell. Be cautious if you're buying here. I like that we may be retesting the 15-minute range. We may be retesting the 12-hour range. We'll see what happens. 8:48. All I know is I don't know. Still holding the sell from August 13th. I thought for sure yesterday we was going to run up there. I thought for sure at August 13th. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so been holding for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. There's a beautiful, I call it the hot Cheeto. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, man, y'all hit me up on the comments if you're watching on YouTube. Appreciate you checking this out. 23,455. 23,455. 450 basically on TradingView.
I might close this trade before news hits, though.
Bro, I don't know. You may get another 300 points down.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. If I'm just looking at let me tell you why. Yesterday we reached up pretty significantly. You're seeing a fib fan here. This is my setup for the fib fans. We broke trend yesterday. We're making a pretty decent headway to what is that? Wednesday low, man. Wednesday low. Who knows when that's gonna happen? But if I get your 4 hour fib levels, right? 4 hour fib levels. I like looking at the 786, 886 deep retracement. Yesterday we reached up to the 786, right? And down we go. And if you look for TPs off of this, watch out. We just hit TP1 at 23,546. Next is 23,320 flat. Okay, so we're at 23,480, right? So that is what? Let me see where price is currently. That is a 163 point drop. And when I say potentially even more, because of flat bottoms to the high we made yesterday, so you're just kind of going in this different direction. That's all. Then, if you're still holding the sell, anything can happen. That's all I'm saying. Anything can happen. That's the 786 is 265 points away from where price is currently. 886 is 300 points down. So I'm not just saying like, yeah, it could go 300 points down. Anything can happen. We could retrace up 100 points first, and then it continues down. So don't know. Just watch and react. I'm in 2 buys currently, based off of the buy side of the bands. I tried one right here, and then the other one was here. And these will be probably my last 2 entries. I'm looking to see if this thing wants to take us up to the bottom deviation band, 23,560. Still holding the buy. There's a beautiful sweeper up. Now, if you're trying to close before news, not a bad idea to take profits, man. Ain't nobody gonna be mad. We'll see what happens. News has the potential to be the catalyst in both directions. So can't even call it. I like that we were bullish and we were, retracing down from yesterday's push up. Let me look. Yeah, just looking at yesterday's push up. Let me look. Let me get rid of some of these lines. It's also a daily level, 23,434. But yesterday, overnight, yeah, we hit 886 already based off of yesterday's push-up. So we could potentially see a retracement up to 23,563. That would be amazing for these 2 buys. 23,560. We're at 506, so what, 60 points up? We'll see what happens. Still waiting. So there's the weekly VWAP. We broke beneath it, but now let me look on 5-minute time frame. If we get a 5-minute candle that closes above this weekly VWAP, that would be amazing. This was the weekly open. 513, 23,513. 854. Let's see, we could see a start of consolidation right here just before news. Unless it wants to take a lower low, that would be amazing. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy for the sale. Bro, 1 signal. That's all you need. 110 points. off of the pancake. If you were taking the breaker, let's see. Taking a breaker, I would say 50 point stop, 50 point take profit. Breaker was pre-market, so it was a little riskier. 125 points. Let's see what happens. Got about 5 minutes till news. Looks like we may be finding some support here off of this. I'm calling it 1 hour flat bottoms. 1 hour flat bottoms. Man. All right, still waiting to see what happens here. Approaching news. Let's see. We shall see. If you're holding the sale, congratulations. I would put up previous day high and low. We're currently at previous day open. Previous day low would be 23,427. We'll put an alert there. Man, if we target to a previous day low on the sale, that's amazing. Amazing sell-off right at the open, man. That would be potentially off of just the 150 points. So hold the sell, man, if you can. Hold the sell if you can, brother. Or leave a runner, take partials, protect. I'm going to put previous day low right there. Boom. All right, looks like we are making our way down to previous day low. Awesome. Let's see, previous day low here. There's a 4-hour pivot point just right by previous day low. I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert there. Let's see what happens. Man, if you're holding the sell, amazing. 4-hour pivot point. 4-hour pivot point would be an amazing target. Price wants to get there. We shall see. Awesome. If you look at the 1-hour candle, it is just heavy. Wow. Yeah, so we saw the 5-minute candle close beneath the 15-minute range, first 15-minute range, and then it just said, let's roll. Let's go down, down, down. All right, if we continue to look at where price could find some support, I'm going to say Wednesday low, 23,370. Even here, 23,445, which we're close. We're close to 23,445. Hour flat bottom. Oh, okay. So it looks like we already tapped that. All right. Let's see what kind of reaction we're getting here off of also the 4-hour. I call it the Flaming Hot Cheeto. So the breaker is already giving you 144 points. Wow. So great. If you're still holding the sell, man, consider taking partials. If you can. If you can't, we'll see what happens. All right, here comes news in less than a minute. I don't know. I don't anticipate Michigan consumer sentiment or whatever the news was to run up 100 points, like right off the bat. It might, but I don't anticipate that at all. A retracement? Maybe. We'll see what happens. Huh? Just hold your breath, man. Hold your breath, man. Just sit on your hands, old diamond hander. Diamond handers. Previous day low looks like liquidity sweep that it wants to at least attempt to take out, which would be an amazing sell-off. 148 points off the pancake, so hold the sell. Congratulations. 10 seconds left. Here comes 5 seconds. Here we go. Let's see what the Michigan consumer sentiment is. Here's Deuce. Looking to see what it posts here on myfxbook.com. See, this is kind of underwhelming, but we still could get a spike. We could still get a spike. Still calculating. Here comes the news. 58% actual is what it says. Previous was 61, so worse than expected. Worse than expected. Let's see how that moves the market. Let's see what happens as it makes its way down. Let's see if we can break the lows first, man. That would be crazy. Looks like it may be finding support here off the 100 EMA on 4-hour time frame. 1 hour flat bottoms look like they're working out. Let's see what happens. My stop loss was edge for real. Good Lord, that's amazing. Buy side of the bands. We get a breaker up, man. It's going to be a great confluence. Positive expectancy on the buys at this level right here. Probably like still at 10. Not heavy, not light at all. I don't see wings growing just yet. Buyers haven't stepped in just yet. See if we can take out these lows. Still holding the sell. Beautiful. Still great. It's actually still great. Still great. Still no reason to close. As long as you see this red cloud on 1 minute, it has potential to come and retest it and then get a reaction down. I'm actually banking on it doing that. If it doesn't, oh well. The sellers are winning. It's fine. If it does, just don't, and it might, don't know when. That's all. It was a pretty decent bull candle at the news at 9 o'clock. Let's see. 36-point move up. I mean, that's a base hit right there. Right? We're always saying like 10 points is actually a really good base hit. We'll see what happens. Looks like it's going into a sideways consolidation phase, which is what we typically see after a 100-point drop, like what we've seen already this morning. That's 144 drop from a breaker. Beautiful pancake gave us 130 points, and it still has room to go down. We still have targets to go down. Previous day low. Oh, you know what I want to look at? I want to look at that kill zone. Hey. Okay, so we took out that London for real, long time ago. Okay, let me open up these right here. Boom. All right, so pretty decent retracement. Pretty decent retracement off of yesterday's push up. I would say if we close a 5-minute candle beneath this 1 hour flat bottoms, this thing is going to get heavier and heavier to go lower. Previous day low looks like previous day low wants to get tapped. Let's see if it makes its way down there. 426. Previous day lows about to get hit. Come on, man. Are you in the sale? Somebody holler at me if you in a sale still. They said I'm still in the sale over here.
Yeah, I'm still in the sale.
Zeke still holding the sale. Congratulations, guys. My stop loss got hit. All right, typically I like to fade. This is called a fade. I'll fade twice and yeah, that's it. I'm not going to fade again. I'm not going to try to look for the turnaround. I'm just going to be out of the buy. Not happening yet. This is why I don't like trying to figure out, when this thing's going to turn around. Yeah, you never know. There's previous day low. Also, a yearly VWAP. we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here at previous day low. I mean, this thing has, like I told you, man, this thing has likely, next target is going to be 23,368 Wednesday low. Right? So think about it. We're Friday, 4-hour pivot points just got hit. Man, this thing is heavy today, brother. This looks like Thursday low, right? Thursday low just got hit. That's pretty interesting to me. And then we'll go after potentially Wednesday low. If this thing continues like the way it is, bro, sheesh. Looking for a 5-minute candle to close beneath this 4-hour pivot point. I mean, if the 4-hour pivot point doesn't have support on it, then this thing potentially is, yeah, bro. 4-hour S1 is 23,000. That's 400 points away. Hold the sell. Hold the sell. I'm currently still holding a sell from August 13th. So these little buys that I'm taking are really not hurting the account. This is called hedging. That's why I like trading. Say what?
They're just kind of taking profit from that sell that you have, huh? They're not really taking profit from the account.
Right. There you go. And the lower this thing goes, the more the sell. Right. It's hedging, bro. It's risky business. It's risky business because you never know, right? You never know. You have to just risk little, pretty much on every trade that is going against the original. So if it's a sell originally, every trade that goes up in against it, the buys, right? Go little, man. Go little, and it'll work out. This sell right here, though, sheesh. Y'all are killing it, man. Let's get started. Come on, one more time. This is going out to all the sellers. All right. Come on, if you're holding a sell, congratulations, man. This is just heavy on a Friday. I'm going to mark up a target right here, Wednesday low. I'm going to say WLO, Wednesday low. Just so I can see where we are here. Man, that's a 200-point move. Hold the sell. Sheesh. If I'm looking at our beautiful map, this looks like a Gann line. Yeah. So we could see some support start to form here. I would look for that Monday low to get swept. Or was it Monday or Wednesday? What did I say? Wednesday. Sorry. Wednesday low to get swept if we make it down there. Man, we edged it too. We edged it. But I'm looking at this beautiful map. We're at a Gann line right now. And we can go sideways on this line for a second. We can retrace up a little bit. Don't know. Can't even act like I know. I would just look for the volume and the follow through. It's typically a rule that I have to only fade twice in the opposite direction of this trend. So like we said, counter trend trading. At first, my bias is bullish because of our 15-minute. But as we start to close candles, here's the idea. The close of the candle tells me more than what the cloud does. What does that mean? So on a higher time frame, right? 15-minute or 5-minute candles that close at a price, let's say here, for example, beneath our weekly VWAP. I'm going to take the bands off because the bands are not ready to work yet. But we have this pink, right? This pink is our weekly VWAP. When a 5-minute candle closes beneath that, likely to retest the deviation bands, that's what it is. These 5-minute candles are heavy. Sheesh. If I zoom out, you are going to see more levels that we could potentially hit. Yeah, yearly VWAP level right here. 23,232. So at any moment, this thing could really get some volume and retrace back up and stuff like that. We don't know when. But there are areas of interest still sitting below. Right? What is this? Oh, last Friday. Look at last Friday's just run up. Right? Last Friday ran up, left a beautiful gap there that we could tap into. Because buyers like this price, I guess. I don't know. So what I want to do is I want to mark that gap up. Let's see what happens. Sure, why not? Something like that. Sweet. I'll change it gray. Let's see, how low do you want to go? Look, we're tapping into that gap right now. Let's see if we can go at least to the midpoint of the gap. 23,322. Still looking heavy, man. Still looking heavy. If you're holding the sell, congratulations. Hold the sell. 23,323. 23,323. I'm gonna put an alert there. Wow. I guess they were ready to take profits today. If you look at the 4-hour candle, my gosh. Sweet. Yeah, I got Wednesday low as a liquidity sweep. I mean, potentially, right? There's also 4-hour flat bottoms from Tuesday. I would say, yeah, that's pretty interesting to me, that level. We broke beneath it, closed the 5-minute candle below it. And we're going sideways currently beneath it. So, as long as the 5-minute candle closes beneath it, still likely to continue down. Likely to continue down. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, that's a daily. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go to the daily time frame. As we make our approach to Wednesday low, I'm going to a daily time frame. You can see price on a daily time frame from August 13th, where I'm currently selling. You had several days of bearish movement, followed by one big Friday, August 22nd move up, consolidation on the daily, pushed up, and now today, Friday, we are retesting. I'm going to say Wednesday low is about to get hit, potentially Thursday or Tuesday low, but now pay attention. We're going from the flat tops of the daily to the low, and we're gonna throw on 786.
What about
look where we retraced up. Watch this. We hit 886 yesterday. We shoot down. I want to see where our fib levels on this deal would be. I call them TP1 and 2. Boom. All right, so we already got TP1 today. TP2 would be here 23,290 if you're still holding the sell. What was you gonna say, Zeke?
I was gonna say, what about Monday low?
Oh, Monday low? Yeah, we already in that. We already hit that. Monday low and Wednesday low are kind of the same.
Oh no, I'm talking about hold on. I think I'm talking about last week. Oh no, last Wednesday, my bad. Last Monday, yeah.
All right, so we have here's this Monday low. I'm just gonna mark it up so I can see it better. Monday low here. Give me a price 376. So it looked like we tapped that and kind of got a reaction, and we still could go lower. Okay, and then Monday before that is way up here, August 18th.
What am I looking at?
You might be on a different time frame, bro. Make sure you're on the daily time.
Oh no, I'm on the 4 hour.
Andale. There you go. Yeah, so Monday low is interesting, right? We could get, but why? Because it's it's a wick. And then Tuesday, we broke that wick and left another wick. And then Wednesday, we failed to break Tuesday's wick. So all these wicks are saying buyers like this range. That's all that's saying.
And I'm actually talking about Tuesday low. My bad.
Yeah, Tuesday low, I like, but we got to close. I would say close up. If we can close a 5-minute candle, 15-minute candle beneath Wednesday low, then yeah, dude, Tuesday low. Come on.
Yeah.
Hold it. Hold the sale, bro. Zoom out, and you're gonna see we're still like at all-time highs.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were kind of testing the all-time highs range, right? All-time high range, and bro, that was insane. That was insane. All right, I'm gonna say here's a low right here. Boom. All right. I think that's all I'm going to mark up for today, man. You can't ask. We pray for days like this. All right, there is Wednesday low. Wednesday low getting tapped. Let's see if the buyers are not reacting to that level. Not yet. Oh. Probably not. All right, I can put it back. I was reminded of something that I had on my chart that is no longer there. Let's see what happens here, man. Wow, just an amazing, not even 1 hour in the market yet. Just still selling off. I'm going to the 4-hour time frame. There's 4-hour flat bottoms I'm interested down here. Let's see if we get a reaction there. Let's see, that price is 23,356. But you're seeing kind of a slowdown, right? Kind of a slowdown here at Wednesday low. Kind of a slowdown. I wouldn't try to fade this market. I would just try to hold the sell as long as you possibly can. If you try to buy into this market and thinking that it's time to retrace, I don't know. I can't even call it. At some point, it's going to exhaust. We just don't know when. You talking about this one? Yeah, that was that one. Let's look. Let's open up these charts. Oh. See, I don't keep them on there that long. Let me look. Parallel channel. Bam. All right. So it looks like a retest of this little channel right here. So we break that trend line going up. Failed to continue higher to the all-time highs and shoo, right back down. Yesterday, we hit that weekly wick fill. Sheesh. And then overnight, we fall out of the sky. Yeah, we could get a reaction here. We'll see what happens. That's a 200-point move, though. 209 points off of one tool. And it still has room to go down. It's just a matter of when buyers say, okay, enough is enough. Sellers exhaust. Buyers take control. Open up these ranges. Potentially touching the 15-minute range. 528. That's 200 points, man. But don't know. Don't know. See, we got a couple of sweepers printed. And still off of this Gann line, right, on the map. You got two wicks to the bottom on 5-minute time frame. Let's see what happens. This thing looks pretty heavy. All right, currently in a consolidation phase on 1 minute. Let's see what happens. I mean, even if you cut it short here and was like, okay, I'm done. That's an amazing sellout. Good Lord. Let's see what happens. Now, if you do try to fade into buy into this market, it has potential to go retest some of those higher prices. I just don't know. Let's see, turn on pivot. I would say maybe potentially 23,500. We'll make our way up. We shall see. $9.21. See, yeah, the news didn't really do much for the market today. One tool, bullseye breakout, 224 points. Here comes a bullseye breakout going up, buy side of the bands, rejecting the Wednesday low. Potentially take this thing back up higher, higher, higher. Where could it go? IB high and low. Looks like it's being established. So I would get those beautiful fibs and put on IB high and low fib, which we're already close to the first fib level of IB high and low. We'll see how high this thing want to go. That was a beautiful reaction there off of Wednesday low. That was a beautiful target. 224 points off the breaker. 209 points off of the beautiful pancake. We shall see. Go ahead and put an alert here. What is that? 23,458 and then 23,487. We'll see. This is a daily level. Old daily level. All right. All right, holla at me if you're gonna try to fade into this market. I wouldn't. I don't know. You get pretty decent signals to go in both directions. This has likely to just take us to the halfway point at least of this push down, right? So 1 hour flat tops look good to me to the low of today, and then bust those into thirds. We have potential to go to the halfway point. But ultimately, I'm looking for this thing to retest and continue down. We shall see. Take it slow. Did I tell you today was going to be a good day or nah? Tried to tell you. Shh. Tried to tell you. Very cool. All right, YouTube, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. If you have any questions about what we've been talking about, let me know in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.